What up, guys? Naruto this is. Today I'm going to be making a new what if. What if Naruto was neglected and had the Tenseigan? So without any further ado, let's get into the what if. To start off this what if, I'm going to see that Naruto, when he was being born, he was the only child with whiskers, and his other two siblings, Menma and Mito, didn't have whiskers. So Kushina thought that Naruto was the Ninetales, and she thought that her kid or a child was killed by the Ninetales, and the Ninetales took over Naruto's body. So she hated Naruto. And when Naruto was being born, Obito did attack, and Minato wiped the floor with that dude and sealed the soul inside of Naruto, 50% inside Menma, 40% inside Mito, and 5% went to Kushina. So Naruto, when he was at the age of 4, when he was age when he was 4 years old, he was cleaning the house because he was told to. If he didn't do that or clean the house, he was going to be beaten up by Kushina, Minato. The whole family joins in, beat him up. So he cleaned the house not to get beaten up. And Kushina wanted Naruto not to clean the house so that she can beat him up. But even if he cleans the house, she was going to beat him up still. But the whole family will not join in because they will not be there. So Kushina just beat him up alone. Naruto knows that if she beats him up alone, he knows that it's not going to be that bad. Guys, I forgot to explain how Naruto is going to get the Tenseigan. I'm going to say that Minato was a half Hyuga, but he didn't get the Byakugan, but he still has the genes of the Hyuga. So Minato's mother, I'm going to say that she married an Amikaze, but so the Hyuga clan exiled her and said, don't ever come back and don't name your child as a Hyuga. So Naruto Minato despised the Hyuga for treating his mother that way, and he doesn't want his kids to have the Byakugan, but none of his kids got the Byakugan except Naruto, who was born with blue eyes. But I'm not going to give Naruto the Tenseigan just yet because he's going to be overpowered at a little age or a young age. So Naruto is get beaten up and he's abused. One day when Naruto was coming back from school, no, let's say playing, because it's just a kid. Well, not at this time. Naruto is 5 years old. I know that I'm being butchering this whatever. So at this time Naruto is 5 years old and he's coming back from playing by himself because none of the kids want to play with a demon, because his own parents told the village that Naruto is a demon. Minato told the villagers that he has 2 children and the other one is the spawn of the Ninetales, or the Ninetales just killed the original and he put his soul inside the kid. So the villagers, every time on Naruto's birthday, Naruto gets a beating. So Naruto gets sick of this, and one day he tried to leave, but where will he go? And this time when Naruto was coming back from playing, he saw Jiraiya, Tsunade, Minato, Menma, Mito, and Kushina sitting and they were laughing because they just constructed a plan. Naruto gets into the house and said, good afternoon. And they say, good afternoon, Naruto. What's up? Naruto said, not much. And this is Naruto sit down. Naruto sits down and said, why am I sitting down? And Kushina says, shut up, you demon. And Naruto just sit there quietly. And he just sit there. And Kushina said, Naruto, we have some news for you. You're going to be living on your own from now on. We have found an apartment for you and you will be living there. Naruto said, but why? Because Naruto is a 5-year-old and he can't take care of himself. They expect him to cook for himself and do all the things. So Naruto said, why? And they said, you must mature. If you don't mature, this world will swallow you up and spit you out, or chew you up and spit you out. Naruto said, but am I going with Menma and Mito? They all started laughing and said, you stupid. Menma and Mito are already talented enough to make it in this world, because Menma and Mito, yeah, I'm going to say they're prodigies and they geniuses who can do jutsu by just watching them, but I'm not going to make them overpowered here. I'm just going to say that they can do jutsus, basic jutsu that Genin can, not tuning. I'm just saying gaining at the age of 5. So Menma and Mito laughing with the rest of the family. Naruto said, oh, okay, I'll go. And Naruto was heartbroken because they think that he's a loser, he is a good for nothing. And when Naruto was at his apartment, Naruto was fuming. He was so angry that his tenseigan manifested for the first time. Naruto's eyes went blue like in the picture. I'm not going to give him the cloak or anything. Naruto's eyes just went blue. And he was relayed the information by the Otsuki. I think that the Tenseigan is Otsuki's Dojutsu, or Hamura. Hamura, the brother of the Sage of the Sixth Path, Agoroma. I think that is the Dojutsu of Hamura. Tell me in the comments down below, who is it, the Otsuki or Hamura's Dojutsu, the Tenseigan? Comment down below. So Naruto Tenseigan activates for the first time and has relayed all the information from the past users of the Tenseigan, because I think that the Tenseigan is not written down in the in books or anything, but maybe the chakra of the past users are linked with the Tenseigan. So Naruto is relayed all of the information and is told that this Tenseigan could literally blow up the moon and blow up the earth if he wants to, and it's very powerful enough that it could take down all the tail beasts and it can absorb all of the chakra. So Naruto is excited and very pleased. And I'm going to give Naruto an extra little bonus. I'm going to say that Tenseigan allows Naruto to use all the chakra natures. Even the yin and the yang release the dark and the light. Naruto could use the dark lightning that Madara used in the war. I don't know if it's dark lightning or purple lightning. You tell me in the comments down below. Let's get back to the what if. So when Naruto gets these abilities and he's pretty much power, but I'm not going to give Naruto the cloak yet, but I'm going to say that for now, if Naruto activates his Tenseigan, it can boost his strength 10 times. But now Naruto's strength, because he didn't receive any training, is posted to like a gaining. But if Naruto trains for the next years, Naruto is going to get the strength of even a Kage if he activates Tenseigan. And the cloak, the blue cloak or green cloak, that's another story. That's overpowered as shit. So Naruto for now is going to get the strength enhancement. He's going to get the 10 times strength enhancement, because I don't want Naruto to get the cloak for now, because this will pose a threat to Naruto's eyes. If people find out that Naruto has the Tenseigan, I think that people will go after his eyes, because they will notice when Naruto's eyes change color and the cloak appears. So they will pull out a danzo and try to take Naruto's eyes. So Naruto just gets the strength enhancement. So Naruto is going to train for like 4 years, and in these 4 years, Naruto just train. I want to see that Naruto can manifest have a cloak, like let's say, do you see in the picture a cloak like this, but on his arms only, not the full cloak, on his arms. If he punches you with the cloak, you're fucking dead. So Naruto gets the cloak on his hands only. When he concentrates, he can use the cloak on his hands, and he could use all the chakra just perfectly, and the yin and the yang, light and the dark. So Naruto goes to the academy. He studied for 3 years and he graduates. He is in he graduates and gets put in Team 7 with Mito and Sakura, even Sasuke. And the next day they're waiting for Kakashi to come and show tell them what they are going to do. So Kakashi arrives and tells them to go to the rooftop, and they went. And when they are up there, they were told that, what are your dreams, goals, and likes? Not to say that don't like pretty much everything or anything. And I want to be the strongest and be the Hokage, because Naruto wants to show that even he can become a Hokage. So Mito Hokage, they want to be the strongest and be the Hokage. Sakura just says the same things. I want to be with Sasuke, but she didn't say Sasuke. She just said, I want to be with that Sasuke. Want to be Hokage and the leader of the Uchiha and surpass his brother, because the Uchiha massacre did a bad. And Sasuke is just a little bitch for no reason. So I'm going to cover the battle test in this one, because this what if is special. So they go to the where Kakashi told them the next day that they should meet up and assess the skills. So Naruto arrives late like Kakashi, because he knows that Kakashi is going to come late. And what's the point of coming early for some person who's just going to disappoint you? So Naruto comes late, and when he comes, or when he shows up, he found that Kakashi is not there, and he waited like 5 minutes, and Kakashi arrived. Mito, Sakura, Sasuke were hungry, but Naruto was just fine. And Kakashi arrives, and they started fight. They were told what the battle test is, and Kakashi had only four bells. Yeah, 4 bells, and you have to get one for yourself or you fail. And Sakura said, but you have 4. Why not 5? Kakashi said, I want, well, because one of you is going to be going back to the academy, and 4 of you are going to be in joining me in the team. And they joined Kakashi in the fight. No, they started fighting. Henma Mito and Sakura jumped in the bush. Sasuke followed them because he's a follower, he's a sheep. So Naruto was just standing there and said, if I take that belt from you, I'll win. And Kai said, pretty much. And Naruto used the body figure enhanced with the tenseigan, and Kakashi couldn't see Naruto. And Naruto went behind Kakashi and kicked him because Naruto knows that if he messes up, Kakashi is going to capture him or he will fail. So Naruto kicked Kakashi and Kakashi went flying. And after doing that, Naruto used the water dragon jutsu to pretty much beat up Kakashi, but Kakashi used the substitution and the water dragon in the substitution. And when Naruto was looking around for Kakashi, Kakashi came out from underground and grabbed Naruto's feet and dragged him on the ground. And Naruto at this time used the substitution. The moment when Kakashi touched his feet, Naruto used the substitution and wanted to use S-Style to dig up Kakashi, and used S-Style F F pillar, and Kakashi was out. That was just a jutsu that I made up. So Kakashi saw that Naruto is talented and he could get a good fight. So Kakashi took out his Sharingan. No, that's not right. Kakashi lifted up his headband and showed his Sharingan and started fighting Naruto for real. Kakashi made like a fireball jutsu and threw Naruto, and Naruto activated the mad world jutsu, and Kakashi thought that Naruto was done for because Naruto activated the mad world jutsu at the last seconds so that there would be smoke around and Kakashi wouldn't even see. So Naruto used the guys, I forgot where I left off, but I think that I left off when Naruto activated the mad door at the last second, and there was smoke around, and Naruto used his own fireball jutsu at Kakashi, and Kakashi saw this through his Sharingan and dodged, but this was just a diversion, and Naruto showed up. Nah. So they showed up. Naruto showed up behind Kakashi and he took the bells. And Menma Mito Sasuke seeing this, they wanted to fight too. And Naruto took only one bell because he thinks that they're capable enough to have taken the bell. But they were beaten by Kakashi, and Sakura was tied to the tree because she didn't fight. And they were all given lunches except Sakura, but Naruto offered to feed Sakura, but she refused. And Sasuke and Menma Mito wanted to feed her their lunches, and Kakashi showed up and said, you pass. And they spent like a month doing CN rank mission, D ranks. They spent a month doing D rank missions, and they got sick of them. Menma said, Dad, can we have other missions? Minato said yes, and they were given the C rank mission to go to the land of waves. And the old Mizuki incident didn't happen because no one is dumb enough to go to steal from Minato, and Mizuki, they didn't want to get the smoke from Minato, and so he switched off his plan and he lived his life. So they were given a serum mission to go to the land of waves, and Tazuna came in and said, "Yo, I'm Tazuna, I'm an idiot." He came in and said, "You'll be escorting me to my home," and he made fun of Naruto for being short because all these years Naruto was eating ramen. So he made fun of Naruto, but Naruto released, or let's see, not released. He glared at Tazuna with his Tenseigan, but without even many people seeing. He just glared for a little while, that only Tazuna could see. He just let Tazuna for a second so that Tazuna could see who was missing, and he just shut up, and he told them that they were going to escort him to the end of ways. And the next day they meet up at the gate, and they were waiting for Kakashi to arrive. Kakashi arrives and they were on their way. So I think that is good. That I'm going to end it off here. This was fun, and I enjoy making this what if, and I'm going to be adding another part to the series. And what if Naruto was neglected and had the Rinnegan, and what if Naruto was neglected and had a special dojutsu? I'll be making another part, and my old what ifs, I'll be making another part to them. And guys, I've been taking for a while. This was Naruto the Sage. Comment down below if you finish this video. Just comment and I will comment back. So peace.